Hello Nehal.
Hello, Mr. Sharma. Thanks for calling.
I have been investing in mutual funds on my own for the past 8 to 9 years and I'm unable to outperform the indexes and track the benchmark.
So, can I know that across the regular and direct plans, what total number of mutual fund schemes have you invested in?
75 funds?
Have I heard this right? 75 funds?
Yes, 75 funds.
Do you have any idea that these 75 funds which you invested in, how many number of folios?
100 plus folios?
Okay, so 75 schemes in 100 odd folios. Okay, so I did go through the detailed portfolio which you sent me, and I did a little bit of backtesting on that portfolio. So out of that 75 schemes, 61 schemes have an underlying portfolio which is overlapping by more than 50%. To put it simply, what does it mean? That the 61 funds have invested in companies. More than 50% of these companies are similar. So what is the point of actually investing in the 61 schemes when the underlying portfolio is more than 50% similar to each other? So if you see, I did in backtesting of your portfolio where you invested 25 lakhs in this portfolio about 10 years back. Today, the portfolio value is 1 crore and 9 lakhs. Now, versus that, I've created a concentrated portfolio of about 7 schemes. While it is concentrated, but it's fairly diversified. And like you can see on my screen, it gives a better risk-adjusted returns. So this portfolio of 7 schemes, 1 crore if invested in this 10 years back, today would have been 1 crore and 53. So if you can see, your portfolio had 75 schemes. 25 lakh invested 10 years back is 1 crore and 9 lakh versus this concentrated portfolio where 25 lakh invested 10 years back is today 1 crore and 53. So while it is giving you a higher returns, but at the same time, it is also controlling risk and it is giving you a better risk adjusted return. So like Mr. Sharma, a lot of investors I've seen that they believe that if they will create a mutual fund portfolio, they'll pick up a category like say large cap. And they'll choose 2-3 schemes in large cap, then they'll pick up flexi cap, they'll choose 2-3 schemes. What they feel that the more number of schemes they have in each category and the more number of categories they have, they are diversifying the risk. While that thought of diversifying the risk is right, but if most of these funds will have similar companies or more than 50-60% of your portfolio, the underlying companies are similar, you are definitely achieving the purpose of diversification, but it is so overtly diversified that you are not earning a superior returns, and by doing this you are not even controlling risk to a far extent. So like what Mr. Sharma did, his advisor was recommending him certain schemes. Now he started investing in direct plans in this scheme, and he got so anxious about what will happen in the market in the next few months or next few weeks. And what he did, the advisor had done a STP, which was monthly STP. In his own portfolio, on his own, he started monthly STP. Then to time the market better, he moved to weekly STPs and even daily STPs. Now, this kind of timing of market is not necessary. When you're working with a good advisor who understands your financial goals, he understands the risk-taking ability which you have, the time to the goal which you have, and if he creates a portfolio of good 7-8 diversified funds, I think that is good enough to control the risk and to give you a better risk-adjusted return. Okay, so this overly diversified portfolio in many number of schemes is not needed. It's a myth which we all have. So Mr. Sharma, I guess you understood now the reason why your portfolio, while you had invested in 75 schemes with an objective that it's very diversified, why the portfolio is underperforming because of over diversification. And while it was overly diversified, it was not even helping you control risk. Okay, so like Mr. Sharma, a lot of you, while you all are building your mutual fund portfolio, try and invest in less number of schemes. Maybe 7-8 schemes can help you meet your objective of diversification. Ensure that the underlying portfolio, the companies are not overlapping more than 30-40%. Try and see that the overlap is at the minimum, and this kind of portfolio will give you a very good risk adjusted return, and it will help you meet that objective which we all have as investors. Our objective is to consistently earn a good double-digit return and to generate a little bit alpha over the benchmark.
Thank you so much, Nehal.
So thank you so much, Mr. Sharma, for calling.